Hey again, folks. Welcome back to a Let's Play of Ever17, The Out of Infinity, Episode 6, I'm very certain of. Last episode, Sora, the one on the left there, she informed everyone that the amusement park, LeMU, had been flooded. The upper level of it had, and that there is no way out. So the 7 survivors, are now trapped until hopefully help arrives. So, yeah, pretty much that in a nutshell. So here's to hoping that help arrives very soon. Alright, here we go. Sora smiled. I'm Takashi Kuranari. I'm 20. I'm a junior at university.
よろしく。はい、よろしくお願いします。良きかな、良きかな。
Okay. Everyone laughed cheerfully. Why are you thinking that's so funny? Everybody laughed except Sagumi, that is. It took a little effort, but the atmosphere finally loosened up. You started gathering us up.
さてさて、縁も竹縄となってまいりましたが、皆さんそろそろお開きに。ナンキュー、ちょっと待って。まだ名前を聞いてないよ。
Coco pointed to the corner of the room.
僕のこと？
We'd completely forgotten him. He'd been quiet the whole time, trying to stay out of the way, and mostly kept to the corner of the room. You looked at the boy, and it looked like her face stiffened a little.
ほいちゃんね。あなたの名前なんての？
Coco tilted her head as she asked him the question.
僕は
He looked down. I couldn't figure what he was waiting for.
僕は誰？
Great. We've pushed the amnesiac into a corner. Great.
え？
What?
覚えてないんだ。自分の名前。
Maybe you've got amnesia. Yeah. Maybe. I believe we should rename Takashi Captain Obvious. Retrograde. Amnesia refers to memories lost for a certain period of time. It is more common with new memories than with old memories. During the period of memory loss, if the person has no memories at all, it is called complete amnesia. But in instances in which some memories can be recalled, it is partial amnesia. Generally, amnesia results from trauma to the head, epileptic seizures, mental diseases, and disorders that manifest themselves as memory impairments. When a person has trouble recollecting events prior to the impairment, this is called retrograde amnesia. An instance in which memory impairment is significant and continuous after consciousness is restored is known as anterograde amnesia. Amnesia caused by inherent mental factors is referred to as organic amnesia, while that induced by psychological stress is typically known as psychogenic amnesia, hysterical amnesia being the most typical example. This is an affliction in which the victim often cannot recall knowledge relating to his or her personal history, such as one's name, history, family, or friends, and is often a reaction to incidents too hard to endure, which incite an unconscious desire to escape, forget, or repress these experiences or events. Symptoms do not manifest in any particular way physically, and a person's brain functioning remains normal. People found wandering in this state are often taken in or seek help from authorities such as the police. Young people in their 20s under severe psychological stress, such as those facing domestic violence or academic problems, marriage or financial difficulties, are the most typical victims. However, this illness can be used as a cover for criminal activities, and it can be difficult to detect the difference. Yeah, oh, this ain't my money? Oh. Dang, I was wondering why I was carrying around a few money bags. Got amnesia, dude. I don't know what happened. Here's my wallet. Yeah, this is me, I guess. See? This is especially seen in individuals with demonstrative personalities or a pathological tendencies to lie. Normally in a few days or months, or with the help of hypnosis or shock therapy, the memories should return. Complete amnesia can be spurred by retrograde life amnesia. Memories are usually restored gradually, beginning with older ones, and treatment methods include psychiatric care and hypnosis, both narcotic and naturally induced. Thank you, folks, for your lesson on amnesia. I expect an essay at the end of the week. Try to put it over 500 words. I guess that's interesting for a game to suddenly just school you on something. Yeah, they did that earlier with the lemurs, didn't they? Yeah. Amnesia?
そうなの。彼は思い出せないのよ。
脳震盪ではないのですか？どこかでしたたかに頭を打ったのでは？
Yeah, you could have taken a tumble like when trying to escape. Segumi had let loose a nasty snort when I said tumble.
わからない。何も覚えてないんだ。ねえ、ここはどこなの？
レミューっていう海洋テーマパーク。
レミュー。
The kid glanced at Coco. He tilted his head. Coco was playing rock, paper, scissors with her dog Pee-Pee. We moved to a room with a kiosk in it. Thankfully, at least the electric drink dispenser was working. Each person poured the drink they wanted in a paper cup.
それじゃあ、とりあえずこれからのみんなの無事を祈って、乾杯! Okay then. Kanpai it is.
いただきます。
Different ways of saying cheers or thanks or whatever. The string of events leading to the sudden toast was something like this. Hey kid, don't you know anything about before? Not even something personal about yourself? Why do I know ow? I know, I'm kinda thirsty. That was the reason. But reason aside, we needed a breather, so the timing was good. Hey Sora, what about you? Don't you want something to drink? Sora was standing stiffly.
あ、はい。私、喉が渇きませんから。
Well, how about taking the load off? You've been standing the whole time.
大丈夫です。お気遣いありがとうございます。
Sure, I thought. Sora seemed older than me. She seemed polite and serious. She seemed a typical Japanese woman. Prim and proper could be the way of describing Sora. I looked around at my surroundings. You was next to the kid and chatting with him. Really? You was talking? Sometimes he would laugh or shake his head weakly. I could overhear bits of their conversation. They were talking about his memory.
おかしなことじゃないよ。平気だよ。 時間が経てば治るはずだから。
It looked like the two of them were drinking orange juice. Segumi was away off from everyone and looking into the distance. I had no idea what she was drinking. I didn't have any idea what she was thinking either. After agonizing over whether to drink apple juice or cocoa, Coco finally decided on both. But she proceeded to forget about her drink immediately, and Coco took a hold of Pee-Pee's front legs and started dancing around. It was a cute scene. After things calmed down, you and everyone gathered in front of the kiosk.
これからしばらくレミューの中で過ごさなきゃならないわけだけど、その前に確認しておきたいの。まず何が起きたのか、そしてこれからどうすればいいのか。
田中さん、その前者については私からお話ししてもよろしいですか？
ええ、そらお願い。
Sora stood in front of everyone and held out her arms. Suddenly, a holographic window materialized in the air. I had no idea how the whole system worked, but I figured that it was the same one they used at the entrance to the park.
それではご説明いたします。
And this is what she said. 12:45 p.m. Suddenly, a blackout occurred. Cause unknown. Next, the emergency alarms began ringing. The cause of this was also unknown. 12:54 p.m. The internal elevator shifted to its emergency power source, and an evacuation order was issued for the entire complex. Employees and visitors evacuated the premises. At this point, some people panicked and in the confusion opened the emergency corridor to the outside without going through decompression. It is highly probable that they are experiencing serious decompression sickness at this moment. The emergency corridor to the outside was left open for several minutes. 1:03. The opening to the emergency corridor, disrupted by the air pressure balance inside the complex, and the devices responsible for adjusting the air pressure encountered problems. The complex started automatically pulling in air from the outside. As a result, the mixture of gas in the complex designed to maintain 6 atmospheres of air pressure escaped. Apparently helium, which is lighter than oxygen and nitrogen, leaked out first. Air pressure in the complex dropped to 1 atmosphere, the same as the level outside. 2:39 p.m. The major power source came back online. LeMU. LeMH. That's how I'm going to call it. Yeah, I guess I'll call them LeMU and LeMH. Yeah, that'll work. The computer system responsible for overseeing LeMU booted and reset the air pressure adjustment mechanism. The air ventilation ducts were closed. However, LeMU was built to saturation diving specifications, meaning that as long as the internal air pressure was the same level or higher than the outside water pressure, it was designed not to collapse. Which meant 3:55 p.m. When the internal air pressure dropped to 1 atmosphere, it became impossible for the external partitions to withstand the external water pressure, causing the glass to crack under the pressure, thus resulting in flooding. Subsequently, to minimize the damage from the flooding, the emergency watertight doors had automatically shut, which brought us up to speed.
館内の現在の状況を正しく把握したいのですが、モニターやセンサーの一部に未だ異常動作の恐れがあります。よって正確なデータが得られないためにこのような概要しか述べることができません。
Hey, sorry to ask the same question again, but the first floor above us is flooded, right? Yeah?
はい。館内管制を行うレミシステムに再度問い合わせましたが、確かです。
So we can't get out of here.
現在も救助を要請すべく、システムは通信系の回復に全力を挙げています。今しばらくご辛抱を。
Sora bowed her head. I was feeling depressed again. I didn't want to admit it, but we were in deep trouble. Deep
まあ
trouble.
ひとまず助けを待つしかないってことでしょ。
You just keep trying to make everyone feel better, don't you?
あら、暗く重たく絶望的な方がいいの？
That's not what I'm saying.
まあまあ、どう？もう一杯飲む？
You came out with a huge industrial-sized bottle and held it up comically. I just can't get over how cheerful you are, given how totally screwed we are. I complained again without thinking.
違うって、こんなだから高いの。
You said this with a bit of a sulk. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
謝ることはないって。まあ、どうぞどうぞ。
She filled my cup to the brim with juice. Hey! But most of it was just bubbles. Hey, this is good.
でしょ？
Thanks for the juice.
毎度、お代はいらないよ。
I would hope so. Hey, we're probably all gonna die, but fork over $5 for the juice. You showed her the massive bottle and took it back inside the shop. Carrying it, she teetered like a penguin, which was funny because it really didn't suit her. Geez, she's a funny one. I laughed without thinking. Oh, great. The antithesis of laughter. Tsugumi was leaning against the shop wall and staring after you. Her face was expressionless. I wondered what she was thinking. I had no idea. Even if we are going to wait for help, we can't just sit on our butts doing nothing, right? I casually tried to strike up a conversation with Tsugumi.
あなたって深刻ぶってみたりするけど、本当は何も考えてないのね。
Dang, she caught me. Oops. What? That's not true. I'm thinking. I'm always thinking. Yeah, I was thinking of a way to keep us from getting bored. I rattled off the first thing that jumped to mind. Tsugumi gave me an annoyed look. She seemed exasperated. I didn't want her to expect anything from me, but her attitude was frustrating. Hey, alright everybody, listen up. I had an idea. I called everyone.
Huh?
Yes, a good reaction there.
どうしたんですか、倉成さん、突然。
何かあったの？
Everyone gathered around. We're not going to accomplish anything just spending time like this, right? So I just thought, oh, why don't we all split up and look around the complex?
なぜです？じっとしていた方が安全ではないですか？
No, I think we should check and see if staying in one place and doing nothing is really the safest thing to do. Which makes a lot of sense, you know. Except that it's not the safest thing to do and they all die, you know. You know, then it's, yeah. Then, you know, whoever does survive, if anybody will gather back and be like, our scientific evaluation is that it was indeed safer to just stand here and do nothing. Dang, too bad, that thing gave way and the kid and you and, Sora all died. Dang. Oh well. You know, walk around, see what we can find, and scope out any dangers, you know. If we find some, we can tell everyone to watch out for them or do something to get rid of them. And we can see if there isn't a safer place, and then we could all gather there.
でも倉成さん。
It's not like the rescue squad is about to burst in the door. It'd be funny if they did all walk away and then everybody, and then like 50 guys just bust in there and be like, oh, nobody here. This place isn't worth saving. And they just think it. Yeah, that'd actually be a really funny ending. So if we're going to have to be here in LeMU for half a day or so, then we should find out what kind of place this is and get to know it like our own house.
それなら私が情報をいくらでも提供します。
No, that's not what I mean. Listen, Sora, you have to look after the communication network, right? You were just talking about how some sensors or monitors weren't working right and you can't get a full sense of the current situation.
ああ、なるほどね。
You clapped your hands together.
空が SOS を発信してる間に私たちが自分の足で状況を見てくると。どう？空もその方が楽になるんじゃないかな。
ええ、そうですね。確かに。あ、でも皆さんに危険が。
It seemed that Sora was unsure.
そう。それなら私は行くから。
Tsugumi suddenly laughed. And we all stared for a minute. She can laugh. It looked like she were laughing, but her lips curled naturally. Oh, okay. Hey, Tsugumi, where are you going?
手分けして様子を見るんでしょ？
Tsugumi's expression was blank again. Turning around, she headed for the entrance to the emergency corridor. Hey, you just can't, hey, come back here. Hey, idiot. Look how I actually turned my head to the side to say, hey, idiot. You know, and, actually made the yelling not as effective for the microphone. Weird. She was already outside. Her shoes clacked on the metal stairs as she climbed.
すぐに行っちゃったね。どうするの？
心配です。
Sora's brow furrowed and her expression stiffened.
でもさ、いいんじゃないかな。
The kid had broken his silence and I was a little surprised.
たけしの言う通りだよ。このままじっとしていても意味はない。
He continued without pausing.
つぐみは先に2階を見に行った。それだけのことだと思う。だから僕らは3階を回ろうよ。
よし、わかった。賛成。そうだね。そうしよっか。
Sounds like a plan. I gave a big nod.
仕方ありません。皆さん、くれぐれも危ないことはしないでくださいね。
Sora finally nodded slightly. Once everyone's minds were set, things picked up. I believe this is as good a cutting off spot as any. You're going out to explore. What do they uncover or discover? You'll have to find out next time. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this mixture of English and horrible voice acting is mixed with Japanese and professional, I suppose, voice acting. I can't tell. That's probably why I think that they're, you know, the voice acting might be horrible, but it's another language, so I can't tell. Actually, it seems pretty good. Everything seems higher pitched, but yeah. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed, and shall return for the next episode. Farewell.